Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of our Formula NASCAR mod here on the channel. Episode 2, but kind of episode 1. I accidentally deleted my save, so we actually have reset the championship here, and now it's only going to be 4 races, but I can confirm I didn't lose it after this because I recorded the whole championship in one sitting, so everything's done and ready to go, so we're not going to have that problem again. So we restart the championship here. We did Miami in the last episode, but today we're going to be doing Azerbaijan here, the Baku City Circuit. I've also installed, so there's a base NASCAR, Formula NASCAR mod that I had previously installed, but now I've actually put in the big slipstream version here, so everything gets larger here. The slipstream is absolutely insane. I can let off the throttle if I'm in the slipstream and still continue to gain speed with how insane this mod is. So we were getting ready here as Zhou Guanyu to go from P14 for lights up for this 5-lap sprint around this Baku City Circuit here. I don't care where we start. It doesn't matter where you start here. With the Formula NASCAR mod, it's kind of like a NASCAR race. It doesn't matter where you start. You got a shot here when it comes to especially plate style racing like Daytona, Talladega, or even in Atlanta at this point here. Now as we come through at a turn 1, we drop a few spots down into about P17 here alongside Sebastian Vettel. I really had no idea how this is going to go, so you're going to see quite a few mistakes from me immediately. Somebody plow into the bank, a fellow Canadian right there of Nicholas Latifi here, as we're going to just blow by them on the outside, but we're already disconnected from a main pack. There's always kind of like 2 packs here in this Formula NASCAR mod. As I plow into the back of Mick Schumacher right there, I wasn't expecting such a drastic checkup right there into the third corner, but nonetheless here into turn 4, we're able to make a side-by-side move with Schumacher, but just unfortunately, if you don't have the slipstream, it's doomed. So doing everything I can to really just find that slipstream here now as we come through the chicane, and it is so difficult here because you can get the slipstream through this slow speed section and really hold the mail. As you can see, we're nearly 200 miles per hour here into a very heavy braking zone, but you gotta be so careful there because it's so difficult as well to be able to pass each other in this kind of area. And then going into the castle section, I was terrified for what this is going to be, but everybody's actually pretty calm here, and that's the calmest part of the circuit for sure. Everyone kind of knows and understands, I should say, the assignment going into that corner. So as you can see myself letting Vettel go, he made an over-aggressive move, and I'm making an over-aggressive move right back at him here on the 4-time world champion here into the heavy braking left-hander there as head downhill, and here comes Vettel again. I don't have the slipstream from Schumacher, so we're going to be wheel-to-wheel with Sebastian here into the left-hander. We're going to get back out in front. Opening lap, fantastic side-by-side wheel-to-wheel battle so far here. Now is it's going to get sketchy through here though. Yellow flags ahead. The barrier, what is going on? We have crash. There's a huge crash. Cars have flown through the catch fence behind us. A red flag would have to come out here. What in the world just happened in Baku? Look at this. I mean, absolute madness. Vettel, Latifi, the 2 McLarens, Ricciardo and Norris, absolutely destroyed. You see it right there. Look at this onboard with Lando Norris. I mean, he got tossed to the catch fence, and he ended up on the other side of the track. So the session was red flagged, and we actually had to do a restart here. Similar to the Silverstone GP, the grid order was reset, and we went back to our original starting positions because we never did complete a whole lap. So we were back underway for another 5 laps here in Baku. Everybody that just died into the catch fence and went to a different completely side of the track all gets another opportunity here to race it out. So I believe that was all caused by a glitch, by the way. When I went around that right bend, you saw the barrier like spasming out. I don't know what in the world that was. I've seen that glitch on Twitter, I feel like a few times floating around, especially around release day, but that was the first time I've actually seen anything like that here myself. So it was a bit confusing, but we focused back on the task ahead. Everybody was safe. Everybody survived. No serious injuries. Everybody was able to continue driving their cars. So we continue on here. Actually, contact with the 4-time world champion of Vettel again. Or no, that was Lance Stroll. Okay, now it makes sense here. We're 3 wide in the middle between him and Esteban Ocon in the Alpine there, but we get ahead, and it's so easy to lock up the brakes here on this Formula NASCAR mod because you're going into an apex like well over 50 miles per hour too fast compared to what you usually do without the mod. So it is so easy to just slide those front tires and head straight at a group of cars here. Now as you can see, me into the barrier again. Thankfully this time I don't die. I thought I was about to die, but look at the speed, 238 miles an hour, 240. I see it, 242 I think is what it maxed out at. I'm bum drafting everybody I can at this point, pulling to to the right side of the track. We're going to come through to take the lead just about here into turn 1. We were 4 wide. I got a warning for exceeding track limits. You know you exceeded track limits when I'm pretty sure I turned the rules off, so I must have really exceeded them here. Now as they were 3 wide, you got Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, George Russell all up in here, Perez, Verstappen, etc. I'm going to go and breeze by the outside of all of them here down into turn 3. Full-blown madness here now as we head into the braking zone. It's 3 wide briefly, but I back out of it. That's what I was kind of catching on here, is I can certainly back out of it. I can get aggressive here. You saw me get aggressive, try to go 4 wide up the inside of Leclerc, Verstappen, Perez, etc. But if you just bank out of it a little bit earlier than they do, then you can actually get a really good exit of the corner because they barrel off in there 3 wide. So if you just bank out of it, you can really overtake them and make some good headway here. As now the pack set actually gotten split up here, so there was only 8 cars in this main pack, but you know what? There's only 8 cars, but look at this. Where am I supposed to go? There's a lane on the right, but by the time I'm going to close up on these guys right here down the front straightaway, there's like nowhere for me to go. I mean, what am I supposed to do here? I mean, they're trying to go just about 5 wide here as we head down into turn 1, so I decided to try and just slip up the middle, but then Sainz does make it 5 wide. I don't know how they're pulling this off. There it is. Contact with Leclerc. He's sideways. He saves it. What a save by the Monegascan of Charles Leclerc. And we just continue to hold our own here now, and I was just kind of cruising at this point here now with approaching 2 laps to go. Lewis Hamilton goes straight on into the barrier. He's going to be taken out of the mix as the second pack just absolutely engulfs him as they're making contact up in front of us. Russell was 3 wide with Perez there, as well as Magnussen, and Hamilton was way off the second pack even, so Hamilton's going to finish dead last year on this brand new opening race of this Formula NASCAR Championship. Look at the momentum we have. We have to stomp on the brakes here for a quick second. You really got to be ready to stomp on the brakes here this Formula NASCAR mod because of these closing rates are just unbelievably quick here now as we hit the final 2 laps of this race. We're 4 wide down into turn 1. I back out of it and say, you know what, you guys can have it here for the time being. We'll just calm it down to 3 wide instead here now as we head down towards turn 2, and they're going to try and go 4 wide again. I gave a big bump draft right there to Magnussen, sailed him up into turn 2. You saw the lock up there. We had some contact, I think, with the Red Bull of Max Verstappen, but here we go, blowing by again, and I'm quickly realizing, okay, so if we want to win this race here in, what, a lap and a half, a little bit over a lap and a half, we do not want to be the leader. With like, I would say even 5 seconds before we get to the line, I don't want to be leading this race. I want to be the one coming with the big suck and able to, you know, breeze past them here. So that was kind of what I was now starting to think about setting myself up for here as we've had our fun. Now let's try and think about winning this race here now. So actually going to go around the outside of Leclerc here to the braking zone. A nice little pass right there on him, and Magnussen was leading over Carlos Sainz, but I'm going to make it 3 wide. A big aggressive move. Oh, thank goodness damage is off because that would have been the end of our career probably. But we head down into the left-hander. Here comes Leclerc, and oh, he jumps up over the curb. Contact with us here into the barrier we went, and now we try to throw a block on Perez. Contact with Perez, but he still is able to lunge one up the inside. It's just full-blown madness, but now look at the gap that Sainz is able to build here. Now this is not going to do us any favors. George Russell always got to get himself involved, it feels like here now as we get in front though into second place, but look at the gap, 1.4 seconds to Sainz. He just might have escaped the slipstream here, but we have so much back and forth momentum that we're closing extremely quick on the Spaniard. Final lap underway here. Now the gap's already down to about 0.3 of a second. Actually, it's going to be 0.1 of a second because I'm running into the back of Sainz here into turn 1. We all were fortunately able to continue there. Lewis Hamilton actually sets the fastest lap of the GP as we continue to try and scrap it out here wheel to wheel. They're going to go 3 wide up there in front of us, but now it's just like, okay, it's all about the timing here. I'm not really concerned if I take the lead at this point because we still got a lot of racing left here on this final lap. It's a long lap around Baku, but Leclerc lunges one up the inside as well. There's so many just dive bombs here with this Formula NASCAR mod, which although I do really like there. I nearly run Leclerc though into the barrier. We're 3 wide with him and George Russell in the middle. I had a lot of oversteer there on the exit of the corner. Magnussen once again lunges one up the inside. We might have an upset Haas winner here suddenly now, as it's going to look like it's going to be either Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, myself as Zhou Guanyu in the Alfa Romeo, or a Haas of Magnussen who's 3 wide in the middle right now, surrounded by the Ferrari racing team here now as we approach the final sector here in Baku. Now one more corner, one more treacherous corner I should say here now, as it looks like everybody's able to get through here. Well, I was really careful because I don't want to make a mistake and I don't want to be leading yet, so I decided to kind of just lurk right here at the back of the pack here. They're all scrapping it out again, 3 wide. No one's going to be able to get away from each other, so this is perfect for us here now as we make the final run on this final lap here. We get ourselves kind of into the picture there. Surprisingly, no one's into the barriers, thank goodness. Here we go to the right hand side. We did it way too early here. I realized immediately I don't know what I was doing. I throw a huge block on Russell. We're 3 wide in the middle, but everyone's stalling out their momentum. Sainz to the lead, but maybe it's too early as well. Yes, it is, because we're going to come through to steal the win at the very last second from Carlos Sainz, and we win the brand new season opener here in Baku after a wild one with red flags and whatnot and flips. We come out on top as Zhou Guanyu to win here in Baku for this, like I said, brand new opening round of this Formula NASCAR Championship. What a race it was. If you guys enjoyed, as usual, you know exactly what to do. That's going to wrap it up for us here today. As you can see, the rest of the finishing order. So, of course, the finishing order from this is as well the exact same point standing. So, that's going to do it for me, and I will see you guys in the next one. 1 round down, 3 rounds to go. I'm excited for you guys to see the rest of this mini championship, but I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, everybody.